Hello everyone, welcome to the 7th of my 12 monthly shop tour videos. This is the shop tour for July 2013. It is July 2nd, the evening of July 2nd as I record this. See, it's still pretty light out, but it's about 8 o'clock here on the East Coast. And as we start the shop tour, what I fear you'll notice if you compare it to last month's shop tour is I don't think anything has been done in the shop in the last month. I'm not 100% sure, but it feels like nothing's been done. I'm panning back and forth here across my normal equipment stations. I've got the table saw, which is in such desperate need of a tune-up, a blade cleaning, an alignment. I'm hesitant to even use it now until I break down and do that stuff. The joint and planer, they're both working fine, thankfully. My ghetto boom arm, just continue to be pleased with this arrangement and the fact that it holds things on top and makes the Festool vacuum that much more useful, though I do wish I could easily access these couple of sustainers while it's there, but you know, what you gonna do. Here's my chop saw, my drill press. My drill press was probably not here last month, and I had to drag the drill press in because while I wasn't working on the shop, I was working, I'll come back here, I made a version of Jeff Miller's benchtop bench. Here's the article from Fine Woodworking, and you can see it's a little bench that fits on a benchtop, twin screws. It's kind of like a Moxon, but it's much taller. I like it a lot better. I'm going to make one for myself, but I made one for my dad a couple weeks ago for his birthday. So I had to pull the drill press out because I used the drill press to actually put pins in the screw handles, because I used Shop Fox veneer press screws, and they're not designed to put pressure against the handle proper as you do in the vise. So I actually had to pin the handles onto the screw shafts so that the handles didn't keep popping off, which is actually pretty easy, but it took the drill press to do that. So that's why the drill press is down here, and I just took the miter saw and twisted it 90 degrees so they both fit there. I don't use the miter saw there anyway. I drag the miter saw out onto the benchmark table in the driveway when I use it, so for now it's okay. This back wall is still clogged up with toolboxes, and I still have these toolboxes here on the floor. The bench is its normal bit of mess. This bench here is really the only workspace horizontal surface in the entire shop, so it tends to be both storage and in a workspace. What you see here, glimmering in its second coat of armor seal, is the glue gun caddy that I'm making for my wife. It's just about done. It's going to have probably 2 more coats of armor seal, and then I have to drop a tile in that recessed package. You see the blue tape? That's so that I can glue to clean wood. So this has been taking up a little bit of my time, but was basically done last time. I think I might have done a bit of final sanding. Maybe I've glued the 2 pieces on since the end of it, but this is almost done. Just needs a couple more coats of finish, and it's done. Back here we've got the windows for the treehouse, some more Festool stuff, some lumber. Oh, it's just a bit of a mess. And, you know, here's the wall. You can see the first outlets, and what I did was, if you've been following along, I started at that end sheathing the wall, and I sheathed to here, and then I kept sheathing to this back corner. So now the walls are completely sheathed, and I started back there with that outlet back there, because that's the first outlet. For a reason I won't explain now, these panels here are somewhat temporary. There's no electric in them. They're designed to be popped off, and then the wall right back here is much more electric that I can keep going in this direction. But for right now, that's the end of the electric, and I've worked my way back, so I've got electric there, here, and all spots down here, over there. I need to put electric up there, and what I've actually done is I made this panel here. You see the notch out, that's for the electrical box, but I need to route a slot in the bottom of that and a slot in the top of this OSB so I can put a little thin piece of wood, I want to call it a kerf, but I'm not sure what I should call it, into the slot here, into the slot there, and it'll lock them together, and then I'll screw it into that timber strand up top. So I have to pop that in to put that outlet in. Over here I need to put an outlet here, but here I have the metal boxes for that outlet. I have to get off my butt and install that outlet. And then this one I'm hesitant to do because once I put this outlet in, I can't remove this panel. But I don't actually need to get in there for anything, so I need to just put that in. Then what I need to do is take all the sheet goods and slide them down over here so I can reach the wall there and put those outlets in. Once that's in, which is only like 4 or 5 more outlets, all things being equal, in an afternoon I could probably finish the electric work. And then I could throw the 3 switches in the circuit panel back here and turn all this live and have a nice usable shop. So I'm actually naively hoping to do that this weekend. And I say naively because I've been hoping to do it every weekend for the past like month and a half, 2 months, but I've not managed to. But what I do know I will be doing is a floor. By the next video for August, you should see a beautiful floor here. And by beautiful, I mean OSB. But next weekend, my children are going away with my father. My wife is going away with her sister. And I plan to have 2 16-hour days in the shop, move everything into the living room of the house or the driveway, and throw down a new floor. No distractions, and I don't see why I can't do it. So that's the big thing I'm excited about now. Even though I've had no progress, I have some definitive shop time coming up to work on the shop and make the next big push. And if I can get the electric finished and the floor in, that's going to bring phase 1 and what I'm calling phase 1.5, the floor, to completion. And then I'm going to stop working on the shop for a while and get into working on some actual furniture pieces. So that's where we stand now. In July of 2013, excuse me, I may have said 2012 before. It's 2013, all year long. That's where I stand in July of 2013. As I said, not too much has gone on in the last month, but hopefully when I shoot the August video, we will see that July was a very productive month. So I hope you're all being productive in your own shops, and I'll talk with you soon.